All right, this is going to be lab 7-5. So I'll go ahead and share my screen. And I have Excel pulled up in VMware UARC server. So now we're going to load our data, but instead of loading it from SQL Server, we're going to load it from Power Pivot. So we'll go to Power Pivot, Manage, and then that pulls up this window. We can go to Get External Data from Database, from SQL Server. And then our server name is going to be that ESSQL1.walton.ur.edu. Database name will be WCOB Dillards. Okay, next. We want to write a query. Next, and this is where we can write it. So I'll go ahead and write that. The code given to us by the textbook. All right, so let's see if that works. Yep, it's valid. So now we can click finish and it'll load. All right, and close. All right, so there's our data for all the years. So now what we want to do is select the tran date column. We'll go to design, markets table, or sorry, date table, and then new. All right, so now we have calendar and then query. So now we can go to home, pivot table, new worksheet. All right, so now we have a pivot table in Excel. We have both of our fields here. So now what we want to do is drag year. That's what we want. Years into columns. And then months into rows. Day of the week into rows. And sum of sales. Let's see sum of sales. Okay, we'll just pull sales into values. All right, so there's our sales. All right. So now these numbers include returns and purchases, but we just want to do purchases. So to fix that, we can go to, first it's auto detect. Okay, to fix that, we'll go back to Power Pivot and then manage. We'll go to make sure we're in our query tab. Design. Table properties. And then here is what we need to fix. So we'll add a line that says trans type equals P. Okay. Save. Let's see if that works. And that'll give us purchases only. So now let's see if it loaded. Yep. Okay, so now our pivot table is fixed and it's showing just purchases. So now we can close out of this. So now it's just showing our pivot table. And that's as far as lab 7-5 wants us to go. But of course, you could take this data and create a KPI dashboard or any type of visual that you wanted. But yeah, so that is how you pull in data from Power Pivot and then how you can load it into Excel to make it look presentable. And that concludes lab 7-5. So I'll go ahead and stop sharing. And thank you so much.